What if the hard disk is partitioned into more than 26 sections in Windows? As we know, in Windows the partition location is prefixed with AZ, column. What happens if there are more than 26 partitions?
The drive letters you see are simply representations of the physical partitions available and can be represented by other means. You could only have up to 26 drive letters, but you are definitely able to have, and actually use, many more partitions. In that case, you could link the drive to a directory on your system rather than a drive letter as, since Windows XP at least, and potentially earlier, it has been possible to mount a drive or partition under a directory in Windows. This would mean you could effectively have a folder containing all your drives that are not accessible by drive letter. You would do this within the Disk Management Administrative Console. To get to the console, go to, or right-click on My Computer and GT, Manage and GT, Disk Management. Start and GT, run and type diskmgemp.msc. If you right-click a partition you would see a Change Drive Letter or Path option where you can add or remove paths or drive letters for drives. As a side note, you will want to make sure that the folder that you are using is empty. When you mount a partition to that folder, then you will only see the files and folders from that partition and any original files will be invisible. I suspect if you unmount the drive from that folder you will be able to see the original files again, but I don't know for certain. Weird. I assumed that there would be some kind of limit on how many logical partitions you can have in an extended partition, but I can't actually find anything about it. I know you can only have 4 primary partitions. This is an example drive that I have removed the drive letter from and instead assigned to a folder. The files on that drive are now accessible at c:/temp/test, and the drive no longer has a letter assigned to it.
Under DOS 3.3 at least you could get drives like :I, the ASCII characters after Z. This was using Novell and setting last drive to some high letter. So there might be a way of getting the 27th partition to have a character name.
Little known undocumented feature. You can use any drive letter you want with the mountful command. First, use mountful undecorated to get a list of present volumes with their \!/volume_gate \paths. Then, you can do something like this. That isn't a placeholder. It actually works as a drive identifier, and you can change your current drive in the command prompt to it, cd around, and do everything you'd expect to be able to do. As far as I can tell, every symbol except the space works. Explorer won't let you browse the non-letter drives, but you can open some programs on documents in them. Notepad filename.ext works in the prompt from inside that drive, for instance. But, Notepad, :/filename.ext doesn't work from the run dialog.